Back in 2011, that's where the seed was planted in this channel here. Just noticing the involvement and how this channel grew and it just evolved over time, and originally started from the inspiration of EDP, right? And the EDP 445, big Philadelphia Eagles fan, and I was just like, man, I can see myself doing that. And I was just pretty much just want to do sports videos, and that's where it started off, and joined the TTC and the TTC trash talking circle. You just go around trash talking people's teams in the NFL sector, and you go by week after week, and if your team makes it to the playoffs, it's great. You have bragging rights if they win the Super Bowl, man, and it's just like freaking amazing. So it was just a really a good arena in a way, and it really got me out of my comfort zone because I was talking to individuals and negotiating, and while I was doing that, it was a great thing for me to network and build my channel up and understand the algorithms of YouTube. And YouTube, it has its pros and cons, and I think I really pretty much explained about this in my other videos previously. But the pros is that I can really express how I feel. For the most part, you can really build relationships with individuals. You can make money. It's another secondary source of income, and if you play it right, it can be a primary source of income to the point that you're making like six figures, man, traveling all over the world. You get different sponsorships. You can be a new celebrity if you want to do that, but even though that's not my path, and I just do this as a hobby, man. But for the most part, man, I look at this as building a little structure, building some type of empire entrepreneurially, man. Like things that I go through on a day-to-day basis, like my life, military life, and just things in general, man, that like some people might need some mental health or depression advice, things that I went through in the past. I just want to explain it here all in the video. And broadcasting yourself is extremely vital. Remember, the Lord gave us a voice. We have a voice, all right? And it's up to us to use that for good or bad. Some people are not outspoken. Some people are very to themselves. But if you see something that's wrong, it's something that you want to change, and you can use different revenues or avenues here to really speak your mind. And that's the most powerful thing ever, man. Like your voice is so powerful to the point that you can really curse someone or bless someone. Remember, it's life and death in the power of the tongue, right? And according to the book of Proverbs. And just speaking of the Bible, just meditating this before I went to my duty day this morning. This morning I just really meditated on the book of Matthew, man. Just, bless those that persecute you, that, mocks you or do any things that's evil to you, because, you will be in good cheer and you will have your reward in heaven. Because you got to understand the ancient prophets that lived before you was treated the same way. And that's really just goes directly what Jesus Christ was talking about to those who believe in him, who those our fellow believers, because we're going to face trials and tribulations. I said that. But be in good cheer because Jesus Christ overcame the world. And just thinking about this, man, just really transitioning from sports, entertainment, a little bit of that into politics, and just more things that just can think outside the box. Just is helping the individual, like someone that needs help with like finances, or just struggling with just getting over a relationship, someone who has a trouble of just how to meditate, just different things like that, man. Just going outside and just observing things, and being crossed by someone. I mean, it can be very difficult, man. I just helped someone that wanted to commit suicide like a few years ago, man, and it was just the power of the words and that stuff that I was saying, and it has nothing to do with YouTube on that part, but it was just from my heart. And it's just a blessing that I had like subscribers and people that's looking up to me, that or just love my videos. And I have some trolls too, some people that really don't like what I'm doing and just want to take time out their day to say some negative comments about me, especially with my political videos back in last year. I don't really trying to refrain from that a little bit, but these are the challenges, these are the struggles of a YouTuber, man. But it's really rewarding. The money's gonna come. And for those who's really starting the channel, the more this like videos advice, I don't really know what I'm going to title this. Maybe appreciation or just anything, man, just freestyling. But for the most part, man, if you start a little channel, just find a niche, something that you're good at. It can be anime, anything that you love to talk about, man. And just don't focus on the money. The money is going to come. You have to be consistent. Consistency is key. Yes, quality is extremely important. Yes, you gotta have maybe a great camera or anything. But I started off making videos in my bathroom with an Android phone. I mean, you gradually, it depends on your budget, you gradually increase to that point, and maybe you can get just, you know, from GoFundMe page. If you build up enough fan base, just be authentic and be transparent with your people, and also to have thick skin, because it's going to be individuals that you're attracting, especially you broadcasting and you uploading videos publicly to people that may disagree with you. They may say hurtful things to you. They may say things that, you know, that's going to rattle you to the point that you might get depressed over this social media stuff. And, you know, when Tika, you know, God rest his soul, when he passed, and he kind of understood the matrix of this life, that he wanted to unplug, you know, from working a 9 to 5, and just understand that, like, all this validation is just an illusion. And it sort of reminded me, like, a Capital Steez, like one of the best rappers of the pro era with Joey Badass, and, you know, he died and stuff like that and killed himself and elevated chakras. Like, he was just saying that, man, this is a really, like, this world is just not real. Like, it's just crazy. Like, it's not, at the end of the day, you shouldn't fear death, because it's another life that you're going to live when you die. And religious folks, if you, it depends on the deeds that you do here on this earth, you'll go to heaven or hell. Some people believe in the afterlife, that, you know, your soul will just go somewhere else and you'll have a new life. You'll become to a different life form. Sort of like reincarnation. But this life doesn't end. And I just want people to get into understand that, you know, you shouldn't be afraid to die. You shouldn't be afraid to die. It's pretty much like the things, if you just did what the Lord wants you to do on this earth, then it's time for you to go. That's all it is. But you gotta understand, you're gonna have buffers. You're gonna have people that's gonna really trying to, that's sent here on this earth like freaking spies to deter you from your mission. It may be like in the form of a beautiful woman, you know, that's trying to, you know, distract you, trying to get you on child support, trying to get you just caught up in the system to the point that you're mentally not there. You can't really succeed on your path that God has given you. And that's what it is, man. It's all a psychological, mental thing. And life is a marathon. You know, life can be long depending on the decisions that you make. And I kind of understood that, you know, just learning and just gaining information from other YouTubers and just reading and studying and just going through life in general. Because I go through it a lot. I really do. But you know, this is more of appreciation, man. Just 1,100 subscribers. It's gonna be more, man. I'm not gonna stop YouTube until I can't push it anymore, until I can't go anymore, until I can't talk anymore, man. I'm gonna just keep continuously to make videos the best way I can. And you know, people, you know, who are low subscribers too, that's cool. People who support me, that's cool. I don't care if I have 0. I don't care if I have 1,000,000. I mean, I really, my goal is like, if I get 10 million subscribers, man, like, still making YouTube, like, yeah, man. I mean, it depends on when I have a family of my own, all that stuff. I mean, I'm gonna be consistent with this until this shuts down, until they shut me down. But at the end of the day, man, I feel like this is my life mission, like, just to really inspire and, you know, just kind of start my own little thing, man. And I'm gonna get into that a little bit later, but that's the essence of life, man. And to those like who are introverted or those who feel like left out in the system, just notice that, you know, God has given you special gifts and talents. It's sort of like Superman, right? You know, he's not even from Earth, okay, but he was here on Earth to complete a mission that other people can't complete. But you got to remain focused. You got to understand that you are granted these type of abilities, like the disciples, right? They were granted to, like, you know, heal the sick, raise the dead, and cleanse those with leprosy, right? And especially when Jesus Christ ascended into heaven, and they walked with him. They walked with Jesus when he expelled demonic spirits from individuals like Legion. You know, I talked about this in my other videos, but you know, just it's 25 years old, just learning more about things. Like, it's cool if you have a job and just learning, but the thing is, what can you do? What are the skills that you can use that job for to help you in your life, you know, long lasting, man? But it's all about like how you gonna be remembered at the end of the day, man. And you know, if life gets cut short, it gets cut short. But this is a beautiful experience. It's just only the beginning. I'm just thankful for a lot of things, man. I will be home pretty soon. You know, just guys comment, man. You know, what type of videos do you want me to make? I'll have my email in my description box too. If you want any type of, you know, mental illness or anything, some type of advice, man, I can really help you guys with that, because I really take that seriously. And I want to get back into my political videos. I really do, man, because there's been a lot going on, man, and in that sector. But I gotta remain calm on that. But you know, just really, you know, I will work with you. If your energy is right, if your frequency is right, I'll work with you. Okay? But let's continuously, this is what I want y'all to do. I want you guys to get a notebook and just write down, I am control of my mind. I have full control of my thoughts. As a man thinketh, so is he. Write that down on a notepad and just read that every morning as soon as you arise and before you retire at night. And that's give you something to do, because words are powerful. Frequency is amazing, and this is how we connect. Like, I was just reading and just thinking about, like, what Daylight was saying, like 432 hertz. That's the frequency of music. And sometimes it can really boost it, pretty much boosts your mood and relaxes you, compared to 440 hertz, which is more of a demonic thing. And it's just like, sometimes you listen to a song and you just like, man, I just feel some type of way. You just get all angry, depressed, and you got all this music and this technology and stuff, and at the same time it's just off brand frequency. Like, majority of our music are operating off of that. And that may be something else for another separate video, but it's just the little things that I noticed. But YouTube, I was investing with this YouTube journey. Even if my channel gets shut down, I'll still probably create another one and keep moving. But I love it, man. It's a beautiful thing. But not gonna draw you guys too long, man. Just enjoy your rest of y'all day. Just have a safe weekend that's approaching here. And yeah, if y'all want me to talk about anything, man, just hit me up on my email or just put it in the comment box, man. And I get back with y'all. I'm out. Deuces.